All right, this is an image that has been floating around. This is a data mined image, meaning it was found in the game files. What this show is the rare crest, the legendary crest, and then a ominous orange X crest that we didn't know what it was. This was based upon JT is All Business's new video on his channel, here this one. So what ended up happening was he found in the data files, or his team found or something, this image basically of this new legendary crest. Well, then after that, things started getting a little bit speculative, and we started to see a lot of discussion on places like Reddit, which is where I pulled this picture from, of people saying that essentially, oh, we're gonna have a new crest, it's gonna be like $30. People started running wild. They will guarantee you a 5-star. You know, it could be one of a million different things. I didn't even know what it was originally. If you actually look at this type of stuff, every time I've ever come out and talked about a data mine, for instance, the Blood Knight that I was hoping was going to be coming out with season 2 when they released all the Blood theme stuff, because there was a data mine showing the Blood Knight characters. All of that information has been incorrect. So I didn't want to come out and make a video about this till we knew exactly what this legendary crest stuff is. And we actually know what this new legendary crest is, because Wyatt Chang, you know, the big honcho over there in Diablo Immortal, actually responded to this thread in particular because it was getting a lot of traction. So if you look in here, new crest side-by-side comparison on JT's new video. If you scroll down here, people are like Visa Crest, etc. I'm scared. I have a feeling it's going to be a 5-star gym. There's a lot of speculation going on. People are worried. But if you actually scroll down here, the lead dev, Wyatt Chang himself, says, hey, this artwork that we're working on is to help differentiate between the legendary crest, which will become the orange one, from the eternal legendary quest, which will remain the purple one. That yields gems that can be sold on the market. So this is a way to differentiate between the legendary crest. Now, if you didn't know, prior on my channel, I believe the reason they're doing this is every video, or almost every video that I've come up and been like, hey, these are major changes, and I've only done it a few times. I'm like, this is a problem, this is a problem. I've sent some very specific feedback to them. One of the things I actually did in a prior video that you may have seen was I talked about the fact there's a third hidden legendary crest. In fact, that video got so popular that what I believe was some of the larger content creators like Bellular and Josh ended up seeing that video or information that other people told them about, and they made another video, because 24 hours after that, both of those content creators added additional videos talking about that one point in particular. And then there's even an article out there from PC Games that was talking about how Darth Microtransaction and Josh Strive Hayes are talking about this legendary crest. All this to basically say it got a lot of press. It's important to know that it got a lot of press, because it makes sense why they're changing it. They're not changing it because it's any sinister or anything. They're changing it because we told them to change it, because the way it is right now is not a good system. As it stands in the game, when you go to add crest, there is no way to add anything other than legendary crest, which automatically mixes in the eternal and standard. You can't individually select if you want to use your eternal or your normal legendary crest. Now, it's not a big deal, but it should be bluntly transparent, because if you actually go to look at the shop here, when you go to purchase things out of the shop itself, you're going to notice things like the bundle, like this $50 bundle, the crest, right? But if you look at it, it's legendary crest and it's purple, whereas the ones on the pack offer here look very pink, like the Eternos. So in my personal opinion, I have directly told them as my feedback, this is a bait and switch. I would be frustrated by this as somebody who either purchases quickly or doesn't go look at the little notes just to make sure. Like, as somebody who's a if I was buying these in the beginning and you can't tell the difference between the eternal and the normal until you really go and figure it out yourself, it should be more obvious, just in fairness to consumers. I understand at the end of the day, it's still on us, but the individuals cannot decide which of the versions of the legendary crest they want to run in the Elder Rifts, and the pack offers themselves. If you look at that, I firmly believe that yes, that crest, the 30 here, that looks like normal crest, but these here look like eternal. I think that artwork is misleading. So what they're doing is, because the eternal legendaries are going to be the purple ones, etc., they're going to be either changing the artwork or changing the packs, so that way the ones you purchase are eternal, or they're going to show the orange ones, which are the normal legendary crest. Okay, so this is actually, in my opinion, a good change. that is getting some negative feedback from it because the people are speculating what it's going to be due to a video created out of a data mine. So I can understand where it's like, if you see this information on a new Crest, it's like, wow, that's really important, making a video about it. I've done that. I've made videos about bugs, for instance. So I can understand how it gets into the public's eye, but this isn't a bad thing. They're actually doing something we asked them to do. I know, because I was the one who asked them to do this. I was not very happy when I found out Eternal Legendary Crest and Normal Legendary Crest, you can't individually select when they go in. You can't tell very well without seeing the difference between pink and purple. It'll look just a little brighter than each other. I think was personally bullshit. And I think they agreed it was bullshit because they're changing the colors. So in my opinion, I think it's a good change. I don't see why it would be a bad change. I would rather just have a better visual indicator, and there's no conspiracy theory here, boys, but I figured I would at least want to let you guys know what is happening so that way you can relax a little bit. Love you all. Consider liking the video if you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one.